I had Ricky Morton on recently on my main channel, WSI, on YouTube, and he told a story about you and a Cadillac. So I've heard his version of it. Tell us your version.
Well, my version is I didn't really think much about it when it happened, but I think we were at the Admiral Benbow Inn that I don't think's even there anymore in Memphis. And I didn't much notice it at the time, but the clientele were drug dealers, late night hookers and pimps, and wrestlers. So we would go there on a Friday night after we do a Friday night show around Memphis, and we go and stay over at that hotel because it was right down the street from Channel 5. So we were right there at it. And we would check in. And so one night we pull in there. It was me and Robert and Ricky Morton, Robert Gibson. And we get out of the car, and I think I'm walking by, and there's a pimp standing there with the hat on and all the duds on, and he was doing his nose, and he looked at me and he went, "Dutch Mantell." He said, "Bad motherfucker, baby." And Ricky heard that, and he started laughing. And he laughed all that night. And even when I see him now, if I see him at a convention or something, he'll say the same thing to me. He said, "Dutch Mantell, bad motherfucker." And he tells that story, you know, I mean, he don't tell it every time I'm around him, but he will always say the bad MF part of it. So I could tell that Ricky really liked that guy saying that. So, and I never will forget it either.
Ricky can spin a yarn, can't he? He's a great storyteller.
Great guy to make a trip with. And we tried to get him on here, except he had another booking. So I'm going to try again. Hopefully next week we can have him on the podcast.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, he's too much. And he great guy. I've known him actually forever. I remember I had just started working here in Tennessee, and Ricky, he's from Nashville somewhere. I remember I was in a gym one day, and I knew who he was. I just never met him, and he kept looking at me, and he kept looking at me, and finally he came over and he said, "Are you Dutch Mantell?" I went, "No, why?" Oh, embarrassed the hell out of him. He said, "Oh, no." And he started, I said, I'm kidding you. And that's how my relationship started with Ricky. It started on a joke. It started on a rib, but good guy. And I've made thousands and thousands and thousands of miles with him.